leaving you here. You mustn't move, understand? I'll be back soon to get you. I hope.
Bollocks! What's the key? Is it A and D? Because it wasn't left and right. Is it A and D? Yes. Well, I can't fail again. That makes this a whole lot harder. There's an opener. I haven't played this game since it originally came out. The remaster, that is. I should probably start from the very beginning, because none of this is going to make any sense to any of you if you haven't seen this game before. I'm shocked! Anyway, this is futile because I know I can't win. Because there's a bit that I always failed at, and I've always found impossible. But I'm pretty sure it is impossible. It's a massive fuck you moment that nobody can ever in the universe of anything ever complete. Am I coming up to it? Is this it? Is this the bit where we lose? Yep, this is it. I think, anyway, I don't quite remember. 1 minute, did I actually do it? No, that's not the end, is it? That can't be. If I actually complete this, I'm going to be amazed. My hands are starting to shake. Is it the A and D? Yeah, it is. Run, Lucas, run! You can do it! Run! My fingers are getting tired. Please tell me that's the end. I completed it! Oh my god! It wasn't impossible! It was actually possible!
You found the child.
Agatha?
Humanity's fate for the next 10,000 years depends on the fate of that child. A new golden age, peace and security, or the reign of ice, of terror and death. We were right to have chosen you.
You've been using me from the start, haven't you? You manipulated me so I'd find the girl for you.
Manipulated isn't really the word. Let's say guided. We intervened to protect you because we knew you could lead us to her.
You're not really Agatha, are you?
No, you're right. Poor Agatha died in her apartment. We've simply borrowed her physical appearance to allow us to communicate with you.
What happened at the amusement park? I don't remember anything after the roller coaster collapsed.
You didn't survive the fall. We found your body and we resuscitated you. The truth is that you are dead, Lucas.
It's impossible. I'm not dead.
Life, death, they're simply abstract notions. You gave your life so that humanity could survive. You are a hero, Lucas. It was vital that you bring us the Indigo Child, and you succeeded. Now we can put her in a safe place. You've accomplished your mission well.
No, I don't trust you. Jade stays with me.
You're committing a fatal error, Lucas. I'm going to have to eliminate you.
Oh shit!
Oh, I forgot one small detail. When we brought you back to life, we added a module within your cortex. It's impossible to kill you, as you are already dead. I can, however, annihilate you. A simple touch from me, and you will be erased forever. There's no use trying to resist. I have control of you now.
That's not true. I have the power of being really good at pressing A and D. I've won this battle. We've already proved this. You've lost. Resistance is not futile. Resistance is working.
Get up, Lucas! Hurry!
Quickly, over here!
Follow the hobo. It's the militia!
How did you find me?
That man came and got me. He told me you needed help.
Do you know who that man is?
I have no idea. He just told me we had to follow him. So, what do we do now?
Looks like we don't have much choice. Let's follow him.
Lucas, you're safe and sound.
Marcus! How did you end up here?
They came looking for me. They explained everything, Lucas. I know now that you weren't crazy. I hope that you can forgive me for doubting you. I couldn't possibly have known that you were really...
What are you talking about?
Our host will explain everything.
Okay, now I realise I'm really far into the game. I'm near the end. So you're not going to understand any of this. So we should probably go back to the beginning.
Things are never quite what they seem. We think we understand the world around us, but we really only see the outside, what it seems to be. I used to be just like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, soap commercials, politics, and history books. But one day, the world kicks you in the teeth, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are. My name is Lucas Kane. My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him. Maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever. I know one thing for sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again. It all started right here. Where else could it happen? New York, capital of the universe. The chessboard destiny chose for the last big game. I was just another pawn living my pawn's life. Until that night, when my life descended into chaos. What have I done? I didn't want... It was like a dream. Quick. I've got to get out of here before somebody comes in here.
So, this is Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is a cinematic, interactive drama adventure by Quantic Dream, who you may know for making titles such as Heavy Rain, which was a great game, just a bit far too easy. And he also made Beyond Two Souls, which is a pile of steaming dog shit. But this game originally came out in 2005. It's by Quantic Dream, as I said, and Quantic Dream is 19 years old. They were made in 1997. Just, you know, I'm 19 years old, so I've literally been around since near the very beginning of this company. Which is kind of cool, seeing as I grew up with this game. But when I was about 10 or 8, 9, 10, something like that, I played this on PS2 demos, you know, the demos that you got with a magazine and a disc, where I put in my PS2 and I was like, well, this is so cool, I want to get this. And I never did. But I now have it. I've had it for a while, but I had a problem with it booting up in 4K and then the game wouldn't boot, and so... but it works now. And yeah, this game is okay. So we're going to go through it. So first of all, we're going to make my guy happy by covering up the murder scene slightly. Alright, we should now mop up the puddle. So as you can see, in the controls are you left click and you move it in the direction of the action. Fuck. It's really awkward in mouse. Because the mouse doesn't work like an analog stick and the game is designed for a PlayStation 2 analog stick. Alright. You kind of just got to take your time with that. So we'll just fling that over there.
I'm bleeding. I must have cut my wrist with the knife. Both of my forearms are cut too. The knife. I've got to get rid of it.
Okay, now we need to wash up and get all the blood off of us. And now let's have a quick piss. Okay, so we're going to... I'm pretty sure I've done everything that I can do here. And it is a bit of blood. Can't wipe that up. There's some blood in there. I can't wipe that up, so let's just leave. So we now have a series of options. We can leave straight away. We can go from the back door and the front door. I'm actually going to phone my brother because this will come in later. Because you don't just play as Lucas in this game. You also play as two detectives.
Hello, you've reached Marcus Kane. I'm not in at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep.
This is just give the game a bit more story for later on. Even though it's not going to happen because I've not saved. So this is where all my food is. We're going to eat and we're going to eat and drink a little bit. So that we can just get our mood up a little bit.
Coffee? I never drink it. I hate it. Was I with someone? I can't remember anything at all.
Time to pay the bill. Now we can leave through the front door. It doesn't really matter if we go through the back or front door anymore because we're done. I'm not going to talk to the police officer. Actually, I am, because that will just add an interesting bit of dialogue for later.
Can I help you with something, sir?
It's horrible. In the toilets, It wasn't me. I'm innocent.
You better go and splash a little water on your face, sir. I think that would do you some real good.
Lower my mood, which defeats the purpose of what I've done over here, but it's just to add to later in the game. But if I were to play off in this save or not.
Can I get you something else?
No, I don't need anything, thanks.
A large snowy cold front coming down from Canada is bringing temperatures far below normal seasonal averages. New snow is expected to fall throughout the day tomorrow, all along the east coast. Here's a temperature map for your area.
Alright, so we're gonna leave before the officer gets up. When the officer gets up and I'm still here, my mood is gonna go down drastically. So I'm just gonna leave. Now, we can take the cab, which means that they'll find our address, or I can take the subway. I'm going to take the subway, but actually if I take the cab, it will make it easier later for when I'm playing as a detective. So if I take the cab, then it's easy for the other character, and it doesn't really change anything because of the way the game goes.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.
And now we meet the other two main characters.
Dog's dining, that's it. Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
Tyler, somebody gets murdered every day in New York.
But especially when I'm on night duty. It's as if every psycho in the city has it in for me.
If you want a bitch, do it inside. That way I don't have to freeze to death listening to it.
You're the boss, Carla.
In 5 years on the force, I've seen some murders. But you never really get used to death. You just learn to live with it, that's all. I still don't know if it was fatigue, cold, or something else. But I clearly remember the bad feeling I got when I walked into that restaurant. As if some part of me already knew that this time, something was different. Tyler's been my partner for almost a year. He grew up with the gangs in the Bronx before he decided to join the force. Sometimes he's unpredictable, but he's a good guy.
Carla, she's really something else. She's not always easy to get along with, but she's the best damn cop I know.
Evening, Inspector. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Martin.
So, what happened?
Homicide. I found the body in the toilets. I had to go before I went home.
Who is the victim?
His name was, John Winston. A regular here at the restaurant. Kate knew him. She could tell you more.
Do we have a suspect?
A client left just before I found the body. The guy came to talk to me. He was incoherent. He was babbling about how he didn't do it or something like that.
How was the victim killed?
With a blade, from what I could gather. But we should wait for the autopsy.
Is the body still there?
The boys from the morgue were waiting for you to get here before moving it. Nobody's been in the toilet since we found the body.
Were there other customers in the restaurant at the time?
Yeah, 2 other guys. I let them go home. I wrote down their names and numbers in case you wanted to question them.
Which table was the suspect sitting at?
Oh, he was sitting at that table over there.
Is that the waitress over there?
Yeah, Kate Morrison. I think that you should interrogate her. If you don't mind me saying, go easy on her, Inspector. She's still in a state of shock.
Thanks for your help, Martin. It's late. I think you can go home and get some sleep.
I'm gonna wait until you're finished with Kate, if you don't mind. I want to make sure she gets home okay.
So, as this is a remaster, you may be thinking the graphics are a bit shoddy, aren't they? Or if I hit F9... There you go, now we're in HD, even if it still doesn't look that pretty. But I prefer it in the old graphics, and that's what I'm used to. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's check the table. That's not the right table.
Huh. Here's his fork. But where's the knife? Well, the coffee's not on the bill. A book. The Tempest by Shakespeare. If this is his, it's a pretty weird book for a killer to be reading. Garrett, there's a book under this table. Why don't you check it out for prints?
You got it, Carla.
A cup of coffee and a soft drink? That's weird. He's a caffeine addict, or else he wasn't alone. Gotta remember to check with the waitress on that. Traces of blood. The killer was at this table. He came back and sat down after the murder. Garrett, there are traces of blood in this booth.
Okay, I'll go take a look.
Kate? I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. I'm in charge of the investigation here. Would you mind answering a few questions?
No. Go ahead.
Can you tell me anything about the customer who left just before they discovered the body?
He was just a normal guy. I didn't really pay any attention to him.
Did you know the victim well?
John was a regular. He came every Monday. He always ordered the same thing and left a nice tip.
What was the man doing before the murder happened?
He was there for a while. He was reading, I think.
That book under the table, it must have been his. What was he like, Kate? Do you think you could describe him for me?
I only saw him for a few seconds. I guess he was about average height, fairly young. That's all I can remember.
Do you know whether the victim had any enemies? Anybody that might want to kill him?
John was just a nice, normal guy. I can't see why anybody would want to kill him.
Did you get the impression that John and the suspect knew each other?
No, I don't think they did know each other. The man had already been here a while when John came in. They didn't talk to each other. No, I'm almost certain that John didn't know him.
There was a cup of coffee on his table. Do you remember whether he was the one who ordered it?
A cup of coffee? No. No, I'm certain he didn't order any coffee.
Was there anyone else sitting at a table?
Strange. I can't really remember. I remember him very clearly, but I'm not sure if he was with anyone or not.
Can you tell me what you saw?
There weren't that many people tonight. It's usually pretty calm during the week. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. I didn't even see John get up. Oh my God.
You have to try to be strong, Kate. I know that this has been a shock for you, but you're the only one who can help us find the suspect.
My shift was almost over. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. John got up and went to the restroom. The man must have followed him. And then he must have snuck out afterwards because I didn't even see him leave.
What happened next?
Martin went to the restroom, and that's when he found John.
Did you happen to notice anything strange about the suspect's behavior before he went into the restroom?
No. Wait. Yes. I remember something. I came back at one point just to check whether he needed anything. He didn't answer me. He just stared straight ahead. It was weird. I didn't push it. I thought maybe this guy is a little crazy. God, if I had only known.
Do you think that you would recognize the suspect?
I'll never forget that face.
Perfect. Do you think that you could come down to the station tomorrow and help us construct a likeness of the killer?
Yeah. I'll do whatever you think I can to help catch him.
Thank you very much for your help, Kate.
I hope you find the bastard who did it. People like that just don't deserve to live.
I promise you, we'll do everything in our power to find him. Go home now and try to get some sleep. Martin will make sure you get home okay.
Good night.
Alright, now it's time to check out the body. But we should probably do this first.
Frank, can you verify all of the calls that came through this phone tonight?
You got it, Carla.
Several wounds on the left side of the chest, in the area of the heart. They appear to be knife wounds. Why is there blood here?
Did you find anything?
Possibly. I don't understand why there would be blood here.
Maybe it belongs to the victim.
Not likely. Get Garrett to analyze it, and we'll know for sure.
You ever consider a career in plumbing, Carla?
You ever consider a career in comedy, Tyler?
Hey, everybody says I'm a very funny guy. Unless there's a gang running around hiding bloody knives in toilets, I think I might have found the murder weapon.
Great. Tell Garrett, have him check for prints on the handle.
Okay.
Do you know if anyone has contacted the family?
Not as far as I know. Oh, right. I get it. I'll take care of it. Hey, I think there's some blood in the sink.
Maybe the killer washed up before he left.
Yeah, could be.
Blood on the mop. The killer must have used it to clean up the mess. Why would he risk getting caught to do that?
I'm pretty sure that is all there is to find. Let's switch over to Carla. We're gonna run over to the Thingamajiggy Wiggy,
Tyler, I'm gonna take a look outside.
the cab, and we'll get the cab list for later.
The killer is wounded. A taxi. The murderer might have come or gone in a taxi. I'm gonna check on the destinations of taxis leaving this area.
Hey, Garrett. Carla wants you to verify 2 or 3 things. Don't worry. I wrote it all down on this paper so you wouldn't forget.
I had a feeling that Carla was gonna keep us up a little longer.
You look hammered, Tyler.
Yeah, this is my 3rd night on call in a row. You know me, man. If I don't get my beauty sleep, it's Zombie City.
You should be out of here pretty soon now.
You don't know Carla. She's capable of keeping everybody up till breakfast.
Makes me want to yawn.
And she is by far the most stubborn girl I ever met.
Hey, Garrett. Hey, Frank. How's it going?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
So, you guys find anything?
We took some samples here and there. We're almost finished. We were just waiting for you before we took the body away.
You ready to go, Tyler? I think I've seen everything I need to see.
Are you sure? We can take another look around if you want.
Nope, we're good. Let's head home.
Okay, let's bust. Cool. Carla agrees to go. Let's get into the car before she changes her mind. A nightmare. It was all just a horrible nightmare. I didn't kill anyone. I wasn't dreaming. It all really happened. I'm gonna get ready and go to work. Oh, my head. Feels like somebody shoved a steel bar in my brain and then melted it.
It's a bit of
Gotta
a weird
make it
metaphor.
stop. That should help my migraine. Notice reads, don't take with alcohol.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not an alcoholic.
The sheets are full of blood. I can't go back to bed. I'm not tired anyway. This will hide the blood, in case anyone comes in the room. I'll change the sheets later.
Because it's cold.
Hello?
Lucas, it's good to hear from you. I thought I'd call to find out if maybe you wanted to go to Mom and Dad's tomb together. And to be honest, I thought it might be a good excuse to get back in touch with you.
I need to see you, Marcus. I'm in big trouble.
What are you talking about, Lucas? What happened?
I can't really talk about it on the telephone. It's serious, Marcus.
I'll meet you in half an hour at the park.
See you there.
Yesterday, at 7:30 p.m.
Lucas, it's Tiffany. I thought maybe I'd pop over tomorrow night after I leave the hospital and pick up a few things. Well, call me back.
The clothes that I was wearing last night were covered in blood. I better not leave them there.
Well, time to get naked. And time to bandage my wound. But we're not going to brush our teeth because that isn't an option for whatever reason. The first time I played this game, that shot me the fuck up. Not anymore. Not anymore.
New York police, please open the door. Hey, what's that? Stay where you are and put your hands in the air.
These images in my head. I must be losing my mind.
The body of a man was discovered in the restroom of an East End restaurant. The victim was stabbed several times with a steak knife, while just yards away, other customers were calmly eating their meals. Investigators are already on the trail of a suspect who fled the scene just before the body was discovered. Police have no other comment for the time being, but stay tuned for updates into this.
The victim was stabbed several times with a steak knife. Stabbed several times with a steak knife.
Massacre in East End restaurant. An especially horrible murder was committed last night in the restroom of a local restaurant. The killer is a man in his 30s of average height with brown hair. Police are already searching for the man and will be releasing a pleasant sketch in the next few days.
New York police, please open the door.
Police. They know. They've come to arrest me.
Police, open up.
Just a minute.
Are you Lucas Kane?
Yes.
Mr. Kane, the neighbors heard yelling from your apartment. Is there a problem?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was me. I cut myself on some broken glass, and I freaked out a little. Fortunately, it wasn't a really big deal.
Would it be all right if I took a little look around your apartment?
Whatever. Go ahead.
What happened to your wrist, sir?
I told you I had a stupid accident with some broken glass.
Holy cow. When you cut yourself, you go all the way, don't you?
Mental health problems.
Thank you for your cooperation. Sorry to have bothered you, sir. You know how it is. With everything that's been going on, we prefer to be careful.
I understand.
Go on, Mr. Kane.
And that, guys, concludes the video. If you want to see more of Fahrenheit, let me know. I'll be more than happy to play a bit more of it, because I do fucking love this game. It has got its problems. It's not perfect. The story gets really weird and kind of confusing and kind of silly. But yeah, it's good. I like the game. I know there's quite a lot of people that shit on it, but I personally really like it. It's probably because I grew up playing it. Well, the demo, at least. But, you know, I still really like it. The other PS2 games that I played in my childhood were games like Dragon Quest, Journey of the Cursed King, Demolition Racer, Ratchet and Clank. You know, there's a few. There's not a load, but there's a few that I grew up playing. So, if you want me to play any of those on video, I'll be more than happy to play Dragon Quest on video. I'll download an ISO. Actually, I don't need to. I just need to download an emulator and shove my disc in. I might do that for a video. If you want to see me play Dragon Quest, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. That'll come out. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye. I got way too close to the mic then, I really am sorry.